major development linked to national security and northeast connectivity. The strategic Chicken Neck Corridor connecting northeast India with the rest of the country is set to come under direct monitoring and control of the central government. As per sources, the West Bengal government has transferred nearly 120 acres of land in the highly sensitive Siliguri Corridor region to the centre, a move being seen as crucial for strengthening infrastructure, defence logistics and connectivity for the northeast. The Chicken Neck Corridor, also known as the Siliguri Corridor, remains the only narrow land route linking the 8 northeastern states with mainland India. Due to its strategic importance and geographic vulnerability, the corridor has long remained a key focus for both security agencies and policy makers. Joining me now is Padma Shri RVS Mani, former Under Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, joining me. Mr. Mani, always a delight speaking to you. And I want to, of course, begin by asking you this big development when it comes to the national security and northeast connectivity. What would you like to say on this?
Very much. By the way, this is a very, very important and very positive development. We are reinforcing the national security by doing this, because the history has in the last 30 years, history or for 50 years, history has been extremely bad. The Chicken Neck has been area which has been vulnerable to infiltration from Bangladesh. This also covers a part of Nepal, and lot of religious institutions and religious places of worship have cropped up within 50 meters of Indian border, funded by several unscrupulous people from abroad. So that is a very, I had written about this in my book also, Myth of Hindu Terror. That is one part of the story. This reinforcing the Assam security does a great job. And Assam, especially if you remember the Kokrajhar riots of 2012, it was basically the illegal immigrants who had taken on the Bodos in the Kokrajhar area, and that was the result of the entire riots where they were countered by the locals. Apart from that, H.S. Brahma, the former Chief Election Commissioner, also said in 2012 itself that around 12 districts of Assam have undergone total demographic change of minority, Muslim being the majority in this area, including up to the extent of 70 to 75% in Dhubri and other areas. This is also will come under control. See, sending back the infiltrators is one part of the thing. Implementation of CAA under the Supreme Court oversight as per the Pramati Bhuyan's SLP is another thing. But now the future infiltration will be plugged when the central oversight is there in this area. So these are all very, very important steps. I'm sure the Honorable Prime Minister and the Home Minister are looking at the look east, and this is very vital for them. The rapid development. If you recently see Assam looks more developed than West Bengal over the last few years. So other places also like the Nagaland, the Mizoram, and the Tripura have also been developed at a rapid way. I have visited these places personally. So these are all areas where I'm sure due to if rapid development, and also Arunachal Pradesh, if rapid development has to take place, the government has to seize control of the Siliguri Corridor, and MHA should control it as a union territory or whatever means it is. Another thing is handing over the several parts of land by the West Bengal government for border fencing so that the infiltrations illegally is curbed. The free movement is restricted, so or rather constrained. So that is the so important thing. That is what I wanted to say. I should appreciate the government, especially the Honorable Prime Minister and the Home Minister, for this interesting step, very important step, very vital, strategically important step. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. Mani, I also want to ask you that, does China's interest in projects near the corridor create fears of strategic encirclement?
also has a lot of interest out of that. See, Sikkim through the Doklam area, through the Nathula Pass area, they also land up with their interest. The Chinese goods, actually in 2005 and all, the entire Indian commercial market, the low-end market was flooded by the Chinese goods, and this was through that. The smuggling was happening rapidly through the chicken neck corridor. So their economic interest is certainly affected. How much of the strategic interest will be affected is another factor. Besides that, they are also building their own dams across this very, very close to the border in Sikkim area. This chicken neck is the vital to Sikkim area. So from there also the Chinese infiltration or Chinese interest will be watched from there and curtailed from there. The intelligence agencies will do it. So China is also getting to be affected by that. Besides, in the Yangtze area also, if you remember, the route to Yangtze is always through the chicken neck. The land route to Yangtze or any player in, not including in North, where is that? Bokokcheng, etc. in Nagaland, it's all through the land border. So these are Difu in Assam, all these things. So these will also be very important areas where it will be extremely important for us to strategically important and a vital step the government of India has taken, because so far the state governments in the West Bengal were delaying the transfer of land for border fencing in the area, as well as in the southern lower Assam area also, lower Bengal area also. I'm sure that will also be coming through very fast.